Hello YouTubers, this is IMAX Nation 1980 here. Over a week ago I went to a yard sale looking for Disney VHS tapes and records. And I came across 5 Disney VHS tapes, plus a non-Disney animated classic. So let's get started. Here we got the 1994 VHS of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. This was the first VHS release, of course. The Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection Edition. This was the premiere title of the Masterpiece Collection, the brand, the line. Now, I already have a copy of this tape. Of course, who doesn't? This was only one of the best-selling video cassettes of all time. Except my copy was the later printing that opened with the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection logo. The common version opens with the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo. This is the original printing. This is the common version. And that's exactly why I got it, because I wanted to get the version that opened with the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo. Let's have a look at the tape. Same as, like they're all the same. Print date, July 8th, 1994. It's in really, really good condition. Alright, here we got the original video release of Fantasia. This VHS was released in 1991, of course. The sorta, kinda Classics edition. Even though the Classics diamond is nowhere on the packaging and it doesn't say Walt Disney's Classic, just Walt Disney's Masterpiece, it still opens with the Walt Disney Classics logo, so a lot of people consider it a Classics edition, but I don't really consider it a Classics edition. I always thought it was like a standalone title, but hey, you can disagree. I mean, it still kind of is a Classics edition. I think there was an early version of the tape that actually said Walt Disney's Classic on the cover, but I'd have to find that again. Now, the reason I got this was because it came with this proof of purchase. Nice addition here. Nothing on the flip side. Now, here's the tape itself. Yep. June 22nd, 1991. I think this tape was printed before the copy I've had for years. And it's in much better condition too. Yep, that was Fantasia. Here's a Walt Disney Collection Edition from 2004, Old Yeller. Of course, live action classic. And of course, this was released on VHS and DVD in 2004. And I assumed it was from the 90s, believe it or not, when I got it at the yard sale. I got this whole lot for $1, so I decided to pick this one up. And, of course, when I got home, I was like, oh, this is from 2004. But still, nice owning the VHS. One day I'll get the DVD version. I'm fairly sure this version doesn't open up with the Buena Vista logo. I'm going to have to check. Of course, as you could see, the tape. Print date, November 16th, 2004. Alright, next up we have the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection edition of The Rescuers. And this one is famous amongst collectors for the original version that was released in January 1999, which was recalled. It was infamously recalled. 3 million copies of the tape. This is not the recalled version, unfortunately. For those of you who don't know the story, basically what happened was in the mid-1970s during production of the film, somebody slipped in a blurry pornographic image into one of the film's backgrounds. I think it was during post-production or something. And, you know, it's only in the film for like 2 frames. Of course, nobody would notice it in the movie theaters in 1977. That's when the movie came out, of course. But when this VHS was released in January 1999, it was on there, and somebody caught it, and 3 million copies were recalled. And during the 1990s, Disney had caught hell for, you know, alleged subliminal messaging. You know, the whole Lion King controversy, the Little Mermaid, of course, the Little Mermaid right there, and Aladdin. So they basically recalled this tape, removed the image, and this is the, you know, this is the corrected version. Would have been nice to get the original, though. Of course, it's a black sticker label. Print date, February 19th, 1999. Oh well. The film is also coming to Blu-ray later this month, the 21st. It's going to be a 2-movie pack with The Rescuers Down Under. Already pre-ordered it from the Disney Movie Club along with the Aristocats. Very excited about checking it out. Seeing both films in high definition. Here we got The Little Mermaid, the Masterpiece Collection Edition, and this one has never been opened. And of course, if you've seen some of my older record collection videos, you'll know that I don't open things that have never been opened before. So one of these days, I'm going to have to find a copy that's been opened. Yep, Disney Cruise Line there. Inside video to see if you've won. Yeah, nobody ever opened this. Never know, this one could be one of the winners. That'd be pretty cool. You're probably saying, just open it. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't open unopened things. It's my policy. Yep, so that's the 1998 VHS of Little Mermaid. I'm going to get a opened copy soon. And finally, an animated classic that's not a Disney film, Don Bluth's The Secret of NIMH. Of course, this was the first animated feature film he did after leaving Disney in 1979 with 14 other animators. It was a co-production with Aurora, as you can see there. And it's impressive. It was very good for its time. Had really, really good animation and art direction. Some really, you know, there was a lot of great production values, and this is the 1994 VHS, and you could tell because it says from the director of All Dogs Go to Heaven, Land Before Time, and American Tail. Yeah, notice how they don't mention, like, Rockadoodle or Thumbelina. Like they need to be mentioned anyways. Anyways, of course, this is a MGM VHS. And I decided to pick it up. And, yeah, it got a lot of praise, and it still gets a lot of praise to this day as an animated classic that's worthy of Disney's best, and some might say it's even better than Disney's best. I don't know. I personally didn't think it was the greatest I've seen. I did a small review of it for my blog on a 3-part series of posts about the 70s and 80s for Disney animation, and which is normally called the Dark Age. It's a 3-part article. There's a link to it in the description if you want to read it for my short review of this film. But yeah, basically it's good, but I didn't think it was great, and that's all I'm going to say. I'll have to read the review to see my further thoughts. So yeah, I'm glad I picked it up. Let's take a look at the tape itself. Miss Frisbee. Yeah, because they couldn't call her Miss Frisbee in the movie. That's her name in the books. The book, sorry. And, yeah, Whammo Toys gave them trouble or something, or they wouldn't allow them. Which is too bad, because Don Bluth could have, like, joined forces with Whammo and do some marketing for the film. Probably would have done better at the box office if, you know, if they did some, like, promotional tie-ins with big companies like that. Because, of course, NIMH wasn't a huge box office success. It just did okay, but when it came to home video, it did much better. At another yard sale, I got 2 records. Nothing special, but here we got the Dave Clark 5 Return. This is a mono copy, and I had a copy of this album before, but it was scratched up and it didn't come with a sleeve. It was just the way it came, so I figured I'd get a copy that was in much better condition that had the original sleeve. Here we got the back of it. And here we got Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Damn the Torpedoes. So that was the update. Thanks for watching. This is IMAX Nation 1980, signing off.